Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Rune-keeper. I'm here at the lower level of Sarnar Keep. I have 7 of the 8 parchments and I found the bulk of them down here. So this is obviously the best place to go. But I still haven't found the boss. And from what I hear, the boss has a 6-hour respawn rate, which means that it's possible he's nowhere. Well, I'm not going to be wandering around here for 6 hours trying to figure out whether or not he's here, so I am going to finish looking in this area, mainly for that. Oh, there's the last parchment right over there. And if I don't find our boss there, I am done, because I have been reminded today of why I don't normally do this section. It's a real pain. These dour hands, they are hard to hit, and I'm squishy. And no one here looks like a boss, so most likely I'll just grab the last scroll and get out. And not bother looking for this wandering rare signature that's might not be in the dungeon. Alright, just waiting for that warg to go away. Anyway, it should give you an idea of what this place is like. Now, of course... Oh, ouch! I didn't want 2 of them! Alright, good. 2 is too many. At least this one didn't notice the fight. Yeah, this is probably an area. I know that these monsters are 47, 48. Oh. It's on the other side of the water. And that looks like deep water. Oh well. So I can't go that way. I have to go this way. Oh, there's another one there. I didn't think I was going to get off that easily, right? Well. There we go. Right, now what do I have here? Other than a warg in my face. And lots of dour hands. Now, I have plenty to get to ally. But I'm still a long way from kindred. Alas. So I am going to have to probably scrounge out some at a skirmish camp. Either that or forget about that crazy. I do have other means of getting goats, just that, well, let's face it. Brittle goat. Of course, there's also the extra port to Thorn's Hall, which you can also get at Kindred. Alright, just one more thing to make sure he's not hiding back here. Nope. Ow! I thought I could get out of here. Of course, I guess I could always... At this rate, I think I am going to get a free trip to the Stone Circle. Alright. Well, maybe it's not a free trip to the Stone Circle, since it's just, you do have to worry about wear damage if you get sent there. But, yeah. This can get to be a tiresome area, as you can see. So, actually, yeah, alright, let's get out of here. Okay, oh, why didn't I set a port to a decent location? Like, of course, Gondaman! I forgot, that's where my class quest is. Yes, to Gondaman. So I might as well turn in this. Right? Oh no, I haven't finished it yet. No wonder. Well, this was a convenient place to port, to go to Thorn's Hall to turn into 2 quests that I did complete.
Well met, friend.
Therefore, I'll head over to Thorn's Hall, turn in those... return when I turn in those 2 quests, and see how much rep I can get and how far I'm away, and then I can decide what I'm going to do about that. So I'll be back in a moment. Now I'm here in Thorn's Hall. Let's turn in these quests.
What do you want?
Thank you for the journey into that dark place and returning the scrolls. I will begin to decipher the runes that are found on this collection of parchment. If you journey into Sarnor again, I may ask you to seek out more of these parchments. And that's because it's a daily quest. That's why he's mentioning that. And...
Greetings.
thanks for seeking out the vile vermin and driving them back into the ruins. Yes. Alright, very well. Now, minor essence of critical defense. Alright, well, that's first essence to drop on this character, level 50 essence. Now, of course, I just need something that I could slot it into. Alright, now I am ally with Thorn's Hall, which means since I'm ally, I now have access to the repair facility here. Now I can't get the big items, the port or the goat yet, because that requires kindred. But one of my favorite things about getting ally is getting access to the discount vendor / repair. Though my favorite one to go to is the one in Bree, Well, most characters, my favorite one to go to is the one in the Matham house, but I don't have kindred. I don't have... Well, let's see, what do I have? Actually, I am allied with this character. It's just that I don't... There isn't a port for it, because most of my characters are hobbits, so they have easy access to the Matham house.
How may I be of assistance?
Well, alright, let's see. Well, we'll see later on what some of those others can bring. Well, let's see how close I can get to kindred. And I don't think I'm going to go back to Sarner, though. It's just, well, not one of my favorite places to be. It's dense areas. I always get troublesome. I always have trouble with thick, dense areas, such as Sarner, where you can get 3 or 4 people at a time. You got tough opponents, and squishy character. You could see. Now, of course, if you would prefer to have a challenge, and one area that you find really challenging and might send you back to the defeat circle a few times, then, oh yeah, by all means, go in there. Alright. Very well. Now, of course, if you've got a few people to go in with you, then I guess it would be a little bit easier. 12,500. 12,500. That means I need 25 more of those first age things. Now, I had only 17 of them dropped during that time I was in there before. So you can see it's still a long road to go. And I believe that the port... Well, not that I really care all that much of the port, but the port will... Well, that's another port. The port will give you the ability to... There we go here. You know, other than the extra port... No, I don't think the porter actually really helps me or not. Anyway, whatever. So what if it's an extra port? But if we look at these guys, well, that's just the recipes for jewelers.
What do you want?
Oh, actually, it's the crests. Yeah, the port requires 100 crests. Of course, I just used up all my crests, and I think I had gotten about maybe about 100 of them for all that time there, and I'm not going to go back in there for another 100. But of course, there is also the auction house. That is always a favorite place to get things. As I said before, that's a place where they sometimes have rep items. Since I'm in here and you can mount up, I'm going to show you what the goat I currently have looks like. This is the one I got from the pre-order of Mirkwood. And yeah, I know you can use a horse inside this place, but I prefer to use a goat inside these halls simply because, well, it's a dwarf place and it's indoors, so you can see doesn't quite match. I don't know if the Thorns one matches either now that I think of it, but I think it's a little bit better on that matter. Oh, auction house is this way. Actually, I should also check to see if I've got any in... Probably none, because I don't think any of my other characters have the rep here. Yeah, because what the rep I see in here is Moria rep, which will help a bit. Yeah, lots of Moria rep in here. Alright, let's see. Yeah, but no. If no thorns rep. I didn't think there would be any, because if I had any thorns rep in there, it would go pretty quickly.
What do you want?
Alright, here we go. And we want to go to reputation items. To let's see, Eridluine. Dour Hand Cress. See, so therefore, if I were interested in the port, I could grab a bunch of crests right here, since they're readily available in the auction house, probably because of the rep vendors. But the items you need for a good amount of rep, because that only gives you 30 each. So the ones for 700 are the ones I really want, and of course I need 25 of those. And a good place to get them are here. In fact, this is also where I would get these hooked ward claws and these corroded Knickerbeaker horns. You can also get them there. Here, and that'll be at the Curiosities vendor. Currency exchange. Curiosities. Oh, he was right in front of me. Hello.
What do you need?
Alright, let's see how much he charges for these things. First age relics. 81 each. Let's see. Okay. There we go. 2,000 marks. Well, I can afford it. I think I computed this right. I think I need 25. Let's go, 25. And I'll return at a moment after I hit number 25. Oh, if my calculations are right. Kindred with Thorns Hall. And while I'm here, let's see about those minor class items. Was it the corrosive droplets? These come in batches of 5. Actually, I don't know how... Right. Yeah, actually, I'm not too sure how many of those I'm going to be needing yet. So let's see about the hooked warg claws. Okay, that's the warg claws and the Knickerbeaker horns. So I've got those taken care of. The rest I'm not going to worry about, because I have 10 right now after one set of purchases, and it's possible that may be enough. I don't think any of them need only 5, so that should be reasonable. Now to get that goat. I might as well buy that batch of 100, assuming someone didn't run by here and buy them in the short moment that I was away.
Greetings.
So let's search. And this is for half a gold. Well, I guess they know that people use it in order to get the goat. Actually, that's for the port, not the goat. The goat costs regular currency instead. Okay, yes, I know before I said more logically it would be that, but I think this horse looks a lot better on me than the goat does. But I am going to be needing a goat in Moria, and that wimpy 60 morale goat just won't cut it. And I know you get a 100 morale one for free inside Moria.
Well met, friend.
Oh, that's right, it's the other one.
Well met.
Oh. Oh, yes, of course. New mail. Alright. Now I can buy it. Alright, there we go. Now I have to dismount in order to go inside here, and I think I have to go inside here in order to get the goat. And after going through all that, I better get it. Let's see what we have here. Where did... yeah, there is that skill, so let me move this... oh. Quick slot. Let's see. Move the Thorns Hall skill next to the Freeland skill, and that gives me plenty of ports. Because now I have 2 ports to starter areas. That can be useful on a couple of occasions. And in fact, if I need to set my second port to someplace useful, but I'll probably be getting rid of the Oghyre port first, but because I would like to have a port to Gondaman as long as possible.
How may I be of assistance?
I don't think he's the one with the horse, but I'll check him. I mean with the goat, but I will check. Home yard tool. A lamp post. Well, I'll have to look through that at some other time. Was he? Maybe he's the one who has the mounts.
What do you need?
Alright. Ah, prized Thorns Hall goat. Very well. Now, it's a long way outside, so I might as well test out the port. So we can go outside as quickly as possible. And now that I am here, we can try out our new goat. Yeah, I think that looks much better. I mean, not... yeah, actually, I think that goat... maybe not to perfection, but it'll do. And of course, 250 morale. So that's for when we get into Moria.